Time out is Kelsito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. And I want to welcome everyone to the live stream where we are in the esoteric huddle. And the title of this one is Someone is GMO, genetically modified, altered by their the mob. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of those types of titles and things of that nature. And I just realized I'm looking at the stars, because I'm Zeus. So I live where the stars is at. So I'm looking at the stars and I'm looking in the sky. And I'm just seeing why is everyone self-reflecting for no reason on the internet? You know what I'm saying? It's you're supposed to self-reflect for, your own realization and stuff like that. And that can be a help to others. But when y'all just reading tarot cards and shit like that, and not really, look, and that's the thing. It's just getting washed up by the energies. Look, Mars is in Gemini. So the thing is, everyone is going to be in a competition to talk. And that's what we have here. We don't really have anything but everybody being in a competition to talk. Everybody want to be in a competition to be heard. Everybody want to be in a competition to, communicate their information. And this is just a cloud, only a mere cloud that will come and go. Because Mars is in Gemini. And not only that, it's aspecting Venus in Pisces. So with it aspecting Venus in Pisces, everybody and passionate about communicating what they in a relationship to right now. And because we're at wit's end of the old world and shit like that, it's a new world. And so the only thing people have to hang on to is their imaginations and dreams. And because that is imagination and dream of somebody to be successful in things, it can look like you hopping on waves on the internet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of important to kind of watch, what's going on. You know what I'm saying, with these trends and the things that they're showing y'all on the internet, because these are ways that they're presenting to make you you jumping on algorithm trains and shit like that, where you start taking a piece of energy of something that someone was doing, right, but a remixed version of not the actual person and the essence that they meant that energy from, but you will hop on that and then start producing that for what could possibly make the person that's actually doing that energy look stupid, based upon what the shadow government gave us to approve as security, safety, stability, shelter. And that in today looks like likes, attention, what you're doing right on social media, how many clicks you get, how many links you get, but not actually how many minds you're delegating within reality and dealing with the shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you come in front of right angle with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they be having y'all on spells and things. But so everybody in a competition to talk right now. That's what I just see. Because it's what are you know what I'm saying? They got y'all bird brains, and that energy going to jump up and dry up and shit like that. And then you're not going to see these people no more like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in a competition to talk about some bullshit right now. What is y'all even talking about? You know what I'm saying? What is people even talking about? Mars and Gemini shit, though. Mars and Gemini shit. I seen a Gemini listening today. I was like, damn, shout out to that. So y'all in a competition to talk and shit like that, and associate y'all surroundings. And for the most part, y'all motherfuckers, not anybody that's associated with me. Y'all know y'all good. Y'all know y'all good. Y'all know y'all straight. Y'all know y'all getting the good wisdom and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We just observe it. But the thing is, as we try to participate, right? Because we try to participate, like people like really, sit hours, days out the minutes, years studying some shit like they can bring down to, you know, to people and shit like that, right? And once we start presenting and things of that nature, you will have, like a Mason or somebody that's in the shadow government go create a copy of that energy. So it's a lot of copy going on right now. So they'll take a copy out of that energy and they'll place that copy um, that had the same energy signature. So for instance, like me, first of all, right now I'm doing self-reflection, self-realization on the internet because I'm coming to conclusions based upon, what I'm saying, shit that we all go through. And because it's so personal, you can realize some shit about your own life, right? So that's self-realization. Now self-reflecting is when you as a spirit um have, your own perspective on what can help someone else, but you're not necessarily giving solutions about, what I'm saying, what can help all of us. You know what I'm saying? So like you only speaking like half of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really allowing, that space for what can help all of us. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to really help yourself and shit like that. Help your circumstance, help your situation and shit like that. And that may be very easy accessible because that may be what you want to do. You want to help your family, you want to help your people in your environment, you want to help the circumstances. But that means that can put you in a situation where you can go through any means to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that creates egos and now you're like, okay, well, I gotta be this and this. So you're doing it from the wrong aspect. So the right aspect is to be a teachable. So you can teach yourself and then teach others and shit like that. And then the more y'all can bring that energy together in some way, shape, or form, you know what I'm saying? This is what creates situations where we doing actually teamwork make the dream work. And we're not just out to get the shadow government's crumbs because they throwing them out there and they look shiny for the moment or the procedure. So, um, yeah, so everybody in a competition to talk right now and shit like that. Everybody in the competition to communicate what they around, you know what I'm saying, communicate their information and shit like that. But it's just a cloud. It ain't finna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be cute for the moment and shit like that. And it ain't gonna go nowhere. Because they had a wrong aspect of it. That's what a trend is. Something that come and go, something that got a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cloud floating in the sky, like, oh shit, a new trend. That's how we see it in the esoteric realm, really. It'll be like a cloud and shit like that. And everybody will get add their imagination to that cloud. Oh, I want to get lost in that cloud and shit like that. And the shadow government will give y'all forms that y'all can use. You know what I'm saying? Then how they attract y'all to it is what they posting on the algorithms. The algorithms be what leads to that promised land, so you can get liked and attentions and shit like that. In the moment and then you just wasted your time because you hopping on trends, but you ain't really, you know what I'm saying, trend setting. When you set the trends, you a different motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You set the trends. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you want to set trends. You know what I'm saying? You want to set it down. You know what I'm saying? You want to settle down. So yeah, everybody just in a competition to talk right now. So there ain't even nothing serious going on for real. I'm trying to look like, well, who's serious? Nobody. Just a bunch of information and everybody looking like everybody maybe looking passionate. Everybody looking passionate. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the old world dead, so they in love with the new illusion. So they look like they trying to hop on a nimbus too late. You know what I'm saying? They might fall off and bust their head. You know what I'm saying? Goku got to go through the whole realization and shit like that again at that point. But yeah, they falling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So overall, it's aspecting of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Where your mind goes, your body follows and shit like that. So if you in concept where, you know what I'm saying, you passionate to get some of this clout that the shadow government going on based upon copy and looking like, you know what I'm saying, and looking like you doing something for that little piece of shit crumb and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, then so be it. But, you know, overall, you're supposed to do it for nothing. You're supposed to do it for because, you know, it's who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that you can die with that because when you die closer to yourself, you know what I'm saying, you closer to you know what I'm saying, even die mentally, physically, even die with a piece of you and shit like that. So you'll always remember. And in that case, you can get yourself out of any jam or any you know what I'm saying, any trap or any loophole. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who you are. Shit, you ain't the shit. You ain't the world. You in the world and you ain't of it. You in the world, but you ain't of it. So yeah, that's the difference between self-reflecting and self-realization. Okay, self-realization is people that can help you realize some shit. You know what I'm saying, and help you go about that aspect in the better and better. That's people that's doing self-realization. You know what I'm saying? It can help. They idea look like it can help a broad spectrum of people and shit like that. Self-reflectors is, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers um that can help that's trying to help a bunch of people, but really trying to help their own self and their own situation at the end of the day. So you don't really see them sacrificing. You don't see them doing calls. You don't see them giving free advice. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them um, coming up with methods that actually sound like it has some intellect behind it or some messages behind it. You don't see them doing gestures, um, and you know what I'm saying. You don't see them actually doing no work on the internet, and they ain't even that off the internet. So they just want to be something on the internet for that period of time until that energy die out. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how they drain real spirits. But well, try to, but they don't never really necessarily really drain real spirits. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you gotta make sure that you know what I'm saying. It's all about correlation and actually tapping in and you know what I'm saying, actually knowing these energies that's going on in the sky so you don't necessarily be lost in any of these desires. Because I use these desires like a bitch. And that's why a lot of y'all probably be thinking I'll be coming at y'all personally. Even if you watch me, I'm not coming at anyone personally. A lot of my shit is basically me looking at the stars. So if anything, you live in the world, god damn it, you gonna get eradicated. So you need to get out of the world. You need to get out of your demon urges. You need to get out of the shit that make you feel safe and you feel attached to. Because that's what's getting attacked. And I'm not necessarily attacking anyone personally. I'm attacking the shit that I'm in so that I can have a better world. So it just because we be spirits and we probably have the same, you know what I'm saying, same minds and our minds be in the same field of reality at sometimes because we share similar thoughts and feelings and shit like that. The ones that I destroy and shit like that, those are probably ones that we probably came together on a past life or something like that that was familiar and you know me from that familiar desire. But if I'm killing that shit and that look like something like that we was close on and homies on or girlfriends or niggas and bitches on and shit like that. And I'm trying to say, hey, this is the shit that's keeping us here though. You know what I'm saying? So I start eradicating that. I start throwing lightning bolts at that, at Zeus, and then boom, now you looking at me like, damn, what the fuck? You just destroyed our whole friendship. And it's like, well, bitch, I ain't never say we was stuck in the body for us to even care about actually being, you know what I'm saying, like lost in some way. So it's like we gotta get out of we gotta get out of that shit because a lot of that shit ain't necessarily is keeping us in Babylon. So it's keeping us not necessarily focused on what we should be actually be focusing on. You know what I'm saying, in the real world and what's going on when I go out here and everybody ain't owning no land or owning no property, you know what I'm saying, or not up to quality. I'm talking about myself included. And I always remember that I'm talking about myself included. But you know what I'm saying? So when I'm striking the mind and shit like that and destroying the mind, you know what I'm saying, you may get hit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just some Zeus type shit. So it's just electrifying. So it's not, don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? But um overall, yeah, so that's what self-realization is at. And we all got the ability to self-realize. Everybody got their own Zeus. Everybody got their own ability to, you know what I'm saying, come to the conclusion of the experience and the meanings and reasons of that and what they just experienced and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody should be aware of that too. And you know, we can eventually like start correlating better and stuff like that. And we start showing each other aspects of our mental and shit like that that we haven't necessarily tapped into because it is not a school for things like this. They don't teach children things like this. They don't teach us things like this. They don't teach our parents things like this. They don't teach, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Then if other than that, you're using it for a gift of money, but you're not actually using it for like actually thinking about what can be actually applied in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? With real life situations, you like think it's an entertainment and shit like that. You like think it's a show, you know. So, but this the form it has to come in until like you know what I'm saying, based upon what's going on. So, you know, with that being said, you know, yeah. So everybody, we're gonna let this cloud pass because that's all it is. Everybody just eager to talk and shit like that. Eager to talk and shit, talk about nothing. So make sure you're around people that's talking about something and shit like that, and that can actually make you think at this time for real though. You know what I'm saying? Because the internet, everybody just talking, um, everybody talking for like alternative purposes. We got Mars and Gemini, so it could be just for them to gain energy, like vampire energy type shit and shit. Like yeah, that type of energy. Yay, yeah, that type of energy. You know, Venus is in Pisces as well. So, you know, everybody want to relate their imagination right now. And who has the most broadest imagination? You know, the shadow government going to copy, they're going to make algorithms and they're going to post people that look like doing what I'm doing, but more so in a space of for, you know, whatever they making it for, you know, and then not, it don't be like to actually bring anything that you can actually use and utilize on a day to day If I get it, you know what I'm saying? You can't utilize that shit on a day to day, bro. How the fuck am I gonna know? How the fuck am I gonna utilize somebody? Hold on, let me see. Let me see this video title because y'all be saying some wild shit on YouTube. How the fuck am I gonna utilize? Let me see. The one I created is funny. Someone is GMO genetically altered their DNA from the mob. That shit funny. But these titles, like these tarot card videos and shit like that, these should be wild, bro. Real shit. Um, here we go. Here's Let me see. Someone has high functional ability to control and manipulate matter, cognitive thinking, and high. Like, what? How am I supposed to like? That sound like a movie. That don't sound like something I'm supposed to be watching for real. That sound like a movie. So that what I what I gotta listen to you tell me that I'm something out the Matrix or something like that. Damn, that just sound crazy. Like it's like I don't know. YouTube becoming weird. I wasn't even on YouTube though. I was on my fucking IG and shit like that because YouTube was already a little weird like that. But you know what I'm saying? But shout out to the people that's doing terror. You know, hey, I understand people trying to get it how they live and things. You know, it's just like, what are we actually talking about though? Like, what's the starting point of us talking? Do y'all even know the point of language? Like, you know what I'm saying? The point of language, the starting point of language. Probably a lot of people don't know that, and that's the thing. We don't get that. We're making it happen, but I kind of look like want to see if y'all aware of what y'all be in a little bit. I'm aware. That's why I talk about it. I wouldn't talk about it if I weren't aware about it. So, um, yeah, and I ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my shit together. So I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I'm shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we gonna we gotta all be something together though. You know what I'm saying? God gonna keep giving us places and things to get structured and correlated and associated the right way. You know, and not talk for no reason and just for the crumbs of the shadow government. You know what I'm saying? Likes and attention and shit like that. That you gonna get and you ain't even gonna know how to transmute that shit because you're not even doing it in the right aspect. You're not even doing the ritual and manifest the spell in the right aspect. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. It's crazy. So this shit torch. Time out is Kelsey. Yeah. That's my reels and shit. We keeping it real. So cute love from Cody and I. Shout out to Cody and the lady. You know what I'm saying? Curity. Make sure y'all fuck with Curity. And Cody, that's the homies. Yay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we up here in effect. So you know, we got this full moon in Leo right now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just happened. So make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all emotionally fulfilled with the way shit is lit up in your life, as far as on your emotional side, because that's where we're gonna be in the aspect of Leo. You know what I'm saying? That's the aspect of whatever you're entertaining, you know, whatever you motherfucking paying attention to, whatever you're setting the stage for, and that's gonna look like our associations, basically how we think, how we communicate, how we, you know, associate and process ourselves, and have our etiquette and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we new people now, so this the show starting. You know what I'm saying? This the show starting in real life terms. You know what I'm saying? The sun is in the bottom of the water. I keep calling it earth too, but I keep calling it water, but it's earth. You know what I'm saying? The south rules the earth element because that's where we get the most crystallization and things of that nature because we be so cold and shit like that. It creates security. So it creates like Titan shit like that, Titan crystals and gems in your mind and shit like that as you can use as stones to like, you know what I'm saying, stand on, create product. You know what I'm saying? Real esoteric thinking, real esoteric thinking. You know what I'm saying? Real esoteric thinking. You know, so yeah, but motherfucker, yeah, so full moon in Leo is how lit is your associations. And the shit that you're gonna be associated with now, you know what I'm saying? And then that you associated with now, as far as, you know, whatever you're mentally associated, whatever you associate your ideas, you associate yourself as, you know what I'm saying? You know, then motherfucker shit, that's your association. So if it's lit, if it's lit, if it look like that's something you excited about. You know what I'm saying? And it's lit if it look like something that, what I'm saying, you like being a part of. It's lit if what I'm saying, you want to place in that movie. You know what I'm saying? And you want to associate yourself with them characters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know your association lit right now. And your ideas is lit. So we about to go into Virgo and shit like that. When the moon go into Virgo, what I'm saying, we'll start getting a little bit more practical in the sense of like, what can manifest from it as far as work and routines and shit like that. And we'll start probably getting organized on some working shit and working together. You know what I'm saying? Because we working right now, but it's in a broad spectrum. So you know what I'm saying? We constellations, we stars and shit like that. So we all in rotation. And everybody got their own rotation, so everybody need to become aware of themselves and their energies. Because the better y'all become more aware of y'all energies and y'all self and shit like that, the better. You know what I'm saying? You'll know how to play your shit and your story. So get your chart. If you ain't got your motherfucking birth chart, you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying, join Clubhouse, join Cito's membership. You know what I'm saying? Sunday through Monday, we calling out alignments. And then for the next about 5 years, I'm gonna be kind of pretty much like um getting people into the aspect of kind of just knowing this shit like from a day-to-day association and shit like that. So it's just like if you would associate yourself and whatever your principles and your beliefs amongst, what I'm saying, you being a part of, um any set, what I'm saying, like any set or whatever you create, far as like if you go to the job, you gotta associate yourself as that. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm out and shit like that and I'm doing videos and what I'm saying, I'm getting, what I'm saying, shit popping and shit like that, what I'm saying, I need crew and shit like that. And we associate ourselves as what we associate ourselves as, what I'm saying, and really break this shit down. And then really then after that 5 years, what I'm saying, well, by that 5 years, what I'm saying, y'all should be fully integrated, like fully superstar profile, like boom, 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 boom. I'm saying, like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying, like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying, like boom, 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 boom. Then when you like that, you know, and that's accumulated. Boom, see those clubhouses and shit like that. We manifest the network and shit like that. We show the results of the network and being with Sito and just the Eagles teaching, which is how to fly your mind through reality using astrology and shit like that, how to fly through your stars and shit like that. And motherfucker, and then, you know what I'm saying? Shit, change the world from there on out and keep going and shit like that. How them clubhouse sets up, how that organization manifested as the network to unstoppable, how the people set up and shit that represent, what I'm saying, the actual organization and the way we actually think, what I'm saying, and then boom and shit like that and start and get it together. So, what I'm saying, so we really stars out here. So that's the way we coming. Other than that, what I'm saying, shit is you got the shadow government way. Now you want to cry in a spaceship, what I'm saying, or possibly a Tesla. Like if you got money, spaceship raw though, spaceship raw. So yeah, so that's what my bullshit is. I'm building profiles for the next 5 years, and then you're gonna apply this knowledge. You're gonna apply it in your life. You're gonna apply these alignments in your life. You're gonna see the alignments and shit like that. You're gonna start doing that mixture where boom, now you start seeing the Zeus magic. You start seeing the results and shit like that. Take that, you know what I'm saying? We putting that towards what we putting it towards and shit like that. And it may just be take over the world. So if you got any ounce of bitch in you, don't even come my way. You got any ounce of snake in you, don't even come my way. You got any ounce of fear, you got any ounce of being scared, of feeling like ain't shitness, got any ounce of you want your mommy, You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see yourself in any type of idea, or you can't separate, you know what I'm saying, your motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? You got any ounce of that. Any ounce, bounce your ass out. Bounce your ass out because this ain't for you. I'm saying we got real spiritual work over here. You know what I'm saying? I took it all the way, Zeus. You know what I'm saying, Zeus. Um, yeah. But overall, yeah, so we represent the new world. We represent the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. We represent that. We the stepping stones. We them, we them, we them, we them. We all them. You know what I'm saying? We all that and shit like that. No goofies allowed. No goofies allowed. Get goofy, get cut off real quick. Goofy get cut off real quick. Goofy gets zapped real quick, but Goofy get real zapped. You know what I'm saying? You know? And shit like that. But we gotta keep it real though. We gotta keep it real because this world, we just gotta keep it real. Y'all already know. And shit like that. Y'all already know how it be. You already know how it be. You gotta know some shit. You gotta be doing your shit. You gotta be doing your spirituality. You gotta be doing your self work. You gotta be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm gonna be doing it. So it's just I'm gonna be doing it at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be second nature. So, but other than that, yeah. So this is what's going on in the world. Actually, we got Mars and Gemini, and so you got people in the competition to talk, especially about nothing. You know, just to be in the information and the passion of whatever they think they got to get at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And that could be used right now by the shadow government based upon them setting up algorithms and leading people to the stage of feeling like this is what needs to be done for them to get some type of validation within the dimension because we got, what I'm saying, stage and shit like that. So it kind of you get what I'm saying? You see the spell, you see the little how they be manipulating the energies. Y'all see it be bright as day. But sometimes it may take you an eagle, you know what I'm saying? It may take an eagle like Sito to fly you up there, kind of get your mind on the, you know what I'm saying? Get your mind up there, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. So yeah, it's what we got going on. So make sure y'all not GMO and shit like that. And if y'all talking, you understand intent. I just you now what you do when you talk with intent is that you have an intent behind what you're saying, and your intent play out like your direction. So you know what I'm saying. So when you got an intent on your mind and shit like that, that's the area you're going. Now amongst that path, it's going to be people, places, and things that come as the distractions, especially if they're unaware, that need you as to be, um, that are going to probably have similar desires you had before you created the desire to get up off your ass and go into that area or that space that you want to go into. And so when you start manifesting those people that may host those energies, they might not be aware, but they might have same desire. So either they need to get up off their ass and come up with you, or sometimes they play out as blockages and shit like that to actually, saying, make sure you get nailed to your cross. And that means, saying, fall for your desires, fall within your body, fall within your limitation, what you can't do, what you can do, and shit like that. So they need you in there. They don't need you practicing Jesus the right way, seeing Jesus the right way. You know what I'm saying? They need you actually praying to the man. You know what I'm saying? The man that's on the cross, the body. You know what I'm saying? They need you to pray for him to come back and shit. So, um, so these people play out as blockages and shit like that. And sometimes, they may play out through people we love, people we appreciate, people we like having around, or people that we want to have this specific bond with and shit like that. But sometimes it don't necessarily play out like that. So, um, and when you can, open yourself up to more possibility and shit like that, and not having something a specific way, a specific taste, a specific cater, a specific desire. This is when you can be open to new possibility and, see what God got, because God always got something for you and shit like that. You just got to be willing to open and receive for it. So, with that being said, you want to be in that space where you're open and ready to receive for it. So if your ass ain't in the space where your package supposed to be up, esoterically speaking, this package is supposed to be at, esoterically speaking, which means you're in a spiritual space. You didn't train your mind, to be in a receiving mode of that dream, that attribute, no matter what the circumstance look like within the 1, 2, and third dimension. You're in a space to receive that dream. You're in a space to receive that information. Keep being there, even if it ain't coming and shit like that. Make shit up in that space when it's time to make shit up in that space. Also be in a space to receive what's in that space when you're supposed to receive what's in that space. It could be, whatever inspiration you get at the moment. But that's your mixture. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be the spiritual magician. It ain't it. It ain't easy. It's not supposed to be easy, but it's supposed to be, what you doing. Make sure y'all go get that Cito too right now. It's on CitoWorld.com/Age of Aquarius. There's the music for the goddamn times and shit like that. Matter of fact, let me play some shit. That we're gonna leave out. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. But yeah, that's the mode. Y'all was talking too much. Y'all was talking way too much for no reason. Cito too, streaming everywhere. On my side. I'll teach you why. 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 Oh, 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 why. Oh, 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 yeah. Give it to me right there. I pass the rock, you pass, I'm right there. I got my half, I got my whole share. I got my star, I got my whole share. Yeah, Kim can't be bad, he got the motion. No one never really motion. Tell me why these niggas like devotion. Yeah, and it's all right, baby, yes, all yeah. Kills is not be like up, we got to fly these new heights. I like these and honey, yeah, these the money, I squeeze it tight. It's all right, ain't going nowhere, flow like, go yeah, not like nobody, die like nobody. I'll teach you why. 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 Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 teach you why. I'll teach you why. Give it to me right there. I got your back. You can teach you why, because I teach you these desires and these is what you lost in and shit like that. So for you to come to conclusions of what you in today and shit like that. And that's what the fuck we gotta get out of. We gotta expand and shit like that. We gotta be open to all possibilities and new mindsets and shit like that. Make sure y'all go grab that Cito too. I appreciate y'all, Let's get the shit on the road 2023 and shit like that. But we ain't in the new year yet. Every season's coming new year. We got one more season, which is Pisces season, coming up. And once we done with that, we're gonna go into springtime. And that's when we don't, you know what I'm saying, be out here, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, trying to give birth to something and shit like that. But right now, we gotta finish off the death. We gotta finish him, bitch. We got when Pisces season comes, you got a Shang Song, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Your final move, your finale move gotta be so cold. Finish him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do some raw ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So that means, make that motherfucker, whatever that vision you was in, make that shit look like or that with that past, you know what I'm saying, version of you. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit look like you kissed it bye bye. You know what I'm saying? But you did it so cold, where this new emotion that you got about you, you know what I'm saying? It can be like some whole new shit. You know what I'm saying? Pisces know what the fuck I'm talking about. Pisces, they know. You know what I'm saying? Whole new fresh water. You know what I'm saying? Pisces, y'all know. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm teaching you why. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching you why. I'm teaching you why. That's my shit. But yeah, man, I'm from the fucking slide. I appreciate y'all. Get your ass in the game.